So they say when you're pregnant, you should not watch or listen to any traumatic pregnancy or birth stories. So of course that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Hi, I'm Heidi. I'm currently 14 weeks pregnant, and today we're going to be reacting to Flight Attendant Unexpectedly Goes into Labor. This is an episode of I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant, and let's jump right into it.
In the winter of 1996, French-Canadian Manon was a 19-year-old flight attendant who was enjoying travelling and seeing the world.
So we're getting started. She's in London. She's French-Canadian. Let's move on to the drama.
Manon was taking a pill every day.
I was using it since 5 years before that.
She's been on birth control
In
for 5
April
years.
1999, Manon felt run down by her hectic lifestyle.
Being a flight attendant, it's a really physical job. Your day, it's pretty close to 16 to 17 hours a day. I was on my feet all day. We help passengers put their bags in the overhead bins.
This is just an aside, but not only have I never been a flight attendant, I've never actually flown, so I don't know what it's actually like for flight attendants.
She noticed she'd put on weight.
I didn't eat well. Let's have a pizza, a burger. Even Gio gains weight.
We had gained both maybe 5 to 7 pounds each because of our lifestyle, you know, restaurants and wine and beer.
So she said she gained like 5 to 7 pounds. Girl, I've probably already gained like 5 pounds. It's not good. You're not really supposed to start gaining weight until like near the end of the second trimester, but anyway, I don't blame her for wanting pizza and burgers and fast food and stuff though, because those be my pregnancy cravings as well, girl.
I was up maybe for 48 hours because I flew from Hawaii to Vancouver and didn't have a rest.
I am so sorry. I think I'm gonna have to go.
For me to stay, I need to go sleep, even though there are some people at my place. It's kind of not really polite, but I knew I need to sleep right now. I'm overtired.
Girl, you've been up for 48 hours. Screw politeness. Go to bed. Like, I get extra tired just from the pregnancy, but she's pregnant and been up for 48 hours. Oh, good golly. Okay.
Around 1 o'clock in the morning, she started having pain.
I start feeling my lower body was numb, and I was really scared because I was unable to feel my legs.
My legs feel strange.
She got up and she went to the bathroom and she got sick.
I was sweating. I just lay down on the floor because it was like cold.
And it was so sudden that's what was so scary for her and me.
It's like, oh my God, Manon, what are we gonna do? And when I said call 911, he was really scared. I think I'm gonna die.
What would you do? Because, like, obviously when you're in labor, you're not really supposed to call 911. You're supposed to drive yourself to the hospital. But, like, she doesn't know that's what's happening. Like, yeah, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I would say call 911. Because unless you're, like, really close to the hospital, you're better off just not moving and waiting for the paramedics.
When the paramedics arrived, the lady, she started asking me some questions.
Okay, where's the pain coming from?
She says, everything that you're telling me, I'm pretty sure it's kidney stones.
Kidney stones.
So you just gonna...
I have heard that kidney stones, for some people, are actually like comparable pain to labor. I've never had either. This is my first baby, so never had labor and never had kidney stones. So I don't know, but yeah, let me know if you've had both. Which was worse?
Please, I need to go to the
I
bathroom.
said to the paramedic, I need to go to the washroom right now. And she says, no, just hold on a second. And I said, no.
She's like, I gotta take a massive dump. I can feel it. Paramedic's like, what? You're in pain. Like, why are you trying to go to the washroom? Something tells me they're gonna know why in a minute.
All of a sudden, it was like water everywhere. with a little bit of
Oh
blood.
no!
I was like,
Oh,
oh
her
my
water
God,
broke.
what is going?
Apparently, like, only I think 10% of women or 10% of pregnancies have like a spontaneous water break before you're actually like in labor. Like, a lot of people, their water doesn't break until they're like pretty much pushing. And then sometimes the doctor will break your water to try to start labor if you're late. But yeah, her water broke here.
It says my water broke, and she says, oh my God, she's pregnant. And I was like, what did she say? Pregnant? Pregnant?
Oh dear. I assume, by the way she's telling this story, that she did not know English at the time. Oh no.
And I didn't even know what the words pregnant meant because I was not that good in English.
Yeah.
It was the first time I heard that word.
Never gonna forget
and believe
it.
me, I will never forget that
Yeah.
word.
You're gonna have a baby.
And I was in shock. It's unbelievable. It's impossible. I'm gonna have a baby?
I mean, I can understand why she would be so surprised because she said she was on birth control for 5 years leading up to this. So she would think that, like, oh, it's worked for 4 years. Why would it not work for the 5th? Which is a fair statement, but there's always that failure rate. And if you're on it for a long time, some people will have a failure, I guess.
When we get to the maternity room, the doctor says, okay, now you have to start pushing.
Oh, she's already in active labor here. It makes sense, I guess, her water.
So I start pushing, and the baby's head just come out. And she said, you need to stop pushing right now because the umbilical cord is around the baby's neck.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Like, I get that the umbilical cord is around the baby's neck, and the doctors need to take care of that. And I have heard that there are actually, like, things you can do to stop pushing. Like, taking really, like, short, shallow breaths, like... Because, when you're pushing, it happens kind of in between breaths. I'm talking from, like, my mom's experience, obviously not my own. First baby on board right now. So that's pretty interesting, but at the same time, especially if this is your first baby, she didn't even know she was pregnant. Obviously, she didn't take any, like, birthing classes or anything. She's not gonna know how to stop pushing because the natural urge there is to push. So anyway.
She removed the umbilical cord, and she says, okay, just push. And I just push once. Just push once, and the baby would just come out. Like that.
Just like that. I hope my baby comes out just like
the baby came out, we didn't hear the baby crying or anything.
I don't hear anything.
They cut the cord. They take her to the back room.
They took the baby away. I said to myself, is the baby okay? Because we were drinking wine all the time and I didn't take care of myself. I was traveling all around the world.
One of the greatest risks of a pregnant flight attendant while she's on the job is the exposure of radiation from the sun to the fetus.
Okay, so I don't know if they're going to go into it more, but being pregnant while flying is fine. You can fly well into the 3rd trimester. The only risk is, like, they don't want you to fly when you're, like, in the 9th month because you could go into labor and they don't want that, which is totally fair. Now for her, there would be the risk of radiation because a flight attendant flies so much more than the average person just taking a flight somewhere. I think they said it's completely, like, safe and fine to fly up to, like, 20 hours a week or something. You just have to make sure that every hour you are getting up, walking around. You don't want to have, like, your legs will settle. If you sit for too long, your legs will swell. late on, especially in flight, and you're also at a higher risk of developing blood clots in the legs. So that's why they say don't fly too much. Again, though, she's a flight attendant, so for her it's a bit different.
It's advised that pregnant women not spend more than 100 hours in their pregnancy in the air.
Interesting.
A flight attendant can very easily surpass that in a number of weeks.
Yeah.
Radiation is known to cause malformations of the fetus, either in development of its organs or in its outward appearance.
I was so scared that she will not be healthy at all.
That would be scary.
Almost an hour passed by before Manon and Gio were able to see their daughter.
Is she all right? She's perfect. And they came back and says, here's your little girl. And I was, oh my God, okay, okay.
The sound of the baby crying is like a switch that turned something on in my heart.
As soon as I hold her in my
that's so
arms,
precious.
the connection was there. I said, okay, I'm a mom. She's my daughter.
Well, that was really sweet, and I'm glad that she had that connection pretty quickly. Okay, so that was a fun story. It wasn't super scary. This next one I chose because even though I've had 2 ultrasounds, both showing that I am only pregnant with 1 baby, I was very convinced at the beginning that I was having twins. I don't know why. I just was. So we're going to be watching an unexpected twin pregnancy. Also, I didn't know I was pregnant.
When Jasmine suddenly experienced extreme abdominal pain, she thought it was menstrual cramps. But when the pain became unbearable, she phoned her mom, who insisted she call an ambulance. At the hospital, doctors discovered a breech baby between her legs, and
Okay. What? First of all, we are jumping right into this, but second of all, they discover the baby because it's breech. Now that is scary. A baby presenting breech is definitely one of my biggest fears for like labor.
even know she was pregnant.
You are having a baby.
I looked at her like she had 4 heads. I'm like, no, there's no way, I can't be
I don't
pregnant.
blame you, girl.
I didn't understand how it could possibly be because I'd taken the morning after pill.
What's going on? Jasmine, this is a very serious situation.
I said I need to do an emergency C-section right now because the baby is presenting feet first.
Okay, so this is actually super interesting because she's doing an emergency C-section because the baby is footling breech. It sounds like feet first. Frank Beach is bum first. So what I'm wondering is, when they do the C-section, are they going to see like the second baby first and deliver them first, or because we know there's gonna be twins here, so we'll see.
The blood supply that goes to the baby can be compromised, and within minutes you can have brain damage and then ultimately fetal death.
Yeah.
So you only have a few minutes to deliver the baby before major complication can happen.
I screamed the whole way from the ER to the OR. My entire mind was in complete shock. I didn't know anything. And I didn't know if my child was alive.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Moments later, Jasmine's mother arrives.
I'm looking for my
What's your
daughter.
mom and nurse?
One of the nurses
Looks like she's
told
trying
me,
to-
please go to the OR. She's having emergency surgery. And I said,
Oh,
for
they didn't
what?
tell her what surgery?
And they said she's having a baby.
Okay.
I just
they did.
couldn't believe it.
It's good.
It was quite a shock.
At 9:10 in the morning, they told me I was having a baby, and by 9:12, I was on the OR table being put under.
It's good.
The moment the anesthesiologist
Okay, they're
told me
putting
that
her
I could
under for
start,
it. That's
I started the
interesting.
incision, and within 5 minutes I was
I guess it's
right
a lot
at the uterus.
faster than
When I opened the uterus, I pretty much
Local
just
anesthesia,
grabbed the baby
maybe?
by the shoulder and just pulled the baby out.
Come on, baby. Come on. Oh. It's a girl.
They got the baby out.
It was a baby girl, and she was crying. I am the one who clamped and cut the umbilical cord.
Soon, Dr. Hamill discovers the surprise birth has caused a
I would
major
say-
complication.
why was the doctor the one doing that, but at this point, I'm pretty sure they still think there's only one baby, so might as well. Like, this baby is their only priority right
I
now.
need blood to that leg quickly. How's she doing?
If doctors can't get the circulation back, they may have to amputate the baby's leg.
Oh, that's so sad. Like, now I see why they say not to watch these, because, like, new fears unlocked every time. That is so sad. I mean, I don't think they're going to have to, because these are usually pretty happy, but, like, that is so sad. Like, and some babies probably do have to have their leg amputated. Honestly, the only thing stopping me from just saying, like, I want to just do a home birth is the possibility of complications like this, of the baby presenting breech and things like that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, doctor.
So I turned my head, and what I saw was an arm sticking out of the uterus.
The baby's like, hey, don't forget about me. I'm in here too. Oh, I don't even know what you would think if you were the doctor or the nurse there. You think, like, okay, we got the baby out. We're going to have to, like, get the placenta and stuff out soon. And then we're going to sew her up. And that's, like, your train of thought. We did A, then we'll have to do B, then C. And before you can even get to B, A is coming back around again. Like, that's nuts.
It's twins. And my head was like, that cannot be. That's when I realized there's a second baby there.
We have another baby, guys.
And the second baby was also breech. The team were set up to get one baby. So here we go. We have two babies.
Page another neonatal team. Stat.
That was a very stressful moment. Give the first baby to the pediatrician and then grab the second baby girl.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
She's not breathing.
The second baby had no tone, was not breathing. She was very pale. It was scary.
That is so scary. Like, it's almost better for the mom that she's not conscious right now. Because, like, that... I would not want to hear that. Your baby comes out and they're like, no tone, she's not breathing. Like, it's just heartbreaking.
I didn't think she was alive.
Jasmine's mother, a nurse, waits anxiously for some news.
Oh, she is.
Just wanted to give you an update. Your daughter is having twins.
They said she not only had one baby, she had
At least
two
they
babies.
told her.
And I said, what?
They're delivering the second baby right now.
You gotta get oxygen on her right away.
The nurse.
Can you imagine that? You bring your daughter in thinking she has some kind of, like, medical emergency, which in a way she does, but thinking she's sick and dying and whatever, and they're like, yeah, she's having a baby. Actually, no, scratch that. She's having two babies. You didn't even know she was pregnant? Well, guess what? There's twins. That's insane.
Informed me that the baby could not sustain respiration on her own and that they had been working on her to get her to breathe.
How's she doing?
Still not breathing.
I was very concerned.
Doctors managed to get blood flow to the first twin's leg, and soon after, start the second twin breathing on her own. But at 5 pounds 11 ounces and 4 pounds 14 ounces, the full-term baby girls are very small, and at
That is very small for full term, even for twins. Like, when you have multiples, they're always going to be smaller than if you have just one. But for full term, that is very small for twins.
45 minutes after the C-section, Jasmine wakes up.
When I opened my eyes, my mother was sitting across at the end of the bed,
Beautiful.
just kind of looking at me.
Her mom's about to tell her, because she knows she was going to have a baby. And she's like, kind of out of it probably, and she looks over and she's like, oh, there's my mom. She's probably like, Mom, is my baby okay? And her mom's like, yeah, they're fine. You're like, they? She's like, yeah, you had twins.
She looked relieved I was okay. And before I really had a chance to even talk to my mom, the nurse came in and asked me if I had names picked out for my daughters.
Her mom didn't even get to tell her. The nurse is like, hey, do you have names for your daughters? Also, I assume this nurse is not one of the ones that was in the loop, that she literally came in not knowing she was pregnant. But
What?
anyway.
You have 2 beautiful twin daughters.
And I just kind of looked at her like, there's more than one. My mind was racing with a million thoughts.
That's not okay.
All the things that I did when I was pregnant and didn't know it.
So can we talk about like how difficult it would be to adjust to that? I already think it's crazy how quickly so many of the people on these shows are able to adjust to like not thinking they're gonna have another kid and then having another kid or a first kid or whatever, and like they like very quickly adjust. It's like, okay, you know what, like we have a kid now, or we have another kid now. And that would be hard enough. In her case, she is going from no kids and not knowing that one is on the way to 2 kids. Like, it's crazy.
That I shouldn't have. The drinking, the smoking really started to crash down on me.
Yeah.
I was
The
very
guilt
worried
you
about
feel.
losing them. They were very small. They had to be kept in incubators to keep their body temperature up. It was definitely quite scary. I felt like my entire world had just fallen apart.
While concern is high for the newborn twins, doctors are just as worried about Jasmine.
She has HELLP syndrome.
HELLP syndrome is a form of severe preeclampsia where the red blood cells are destroyed.
Swelling.
So these ladies can
Yeah.
have bleeding issues, they have certainly liver problem, and severe anemia.
We're going to start treatment right away. She started to do much better. They took her nasal gastric tube out.
Jasmine, it all went well, and it all looks really good.
I hadn't seen my girls.
Oh, my babies.
They're good. When Jasmine got to see her daughters, I think it was such a state of shock for her.
I walked in and they just looked at me and cooed and went with their hands like they were reaching for me.
They're just little ones.
It was one of the best
I
feelings
love
in the world.
babies. I can't wait to be a mom. Well, I'm thoroughly traumatized now. Although I also am just that much more excited to be able to finally get to meet my own little one. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment what you would like to see me react to next, pregnancy-wise, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.